We're just a couple of nerds getting sidetracked with side quests. I'm Adam.
I'm Kaya, and every day is a new side quest.
Hello, Wanderers, and welcome back to Layton's Mystery Journey. It's been a while. I took some time off to, just kind of relax, enjoy some free time, and not any stressors. But we're back, and this episode should be coming out in July, and I'm hoping to kind of, go hard for content and videos in July and hopefully going forward. So yeah, I hope you'll be along the trek with me and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And stay tuned for more, hopefully more streams. I might try to do more videos on top of what I'm currently doing, which is beating Layton's Mystery Journey, beating Silent Hill 2. We'll see. If you have any games you want me to play or games you think I'd like, let me know. Comment below. Do all that stuff. I'd appreciate it. But for now, let's get back to the stolen money, the bank robbery where they stole 100 million pounds. Holy shit. Yeah, let's get to it. It's been a while since I've done this, so I apologize if any of my quote-unquote voice acting sounds absolutely nothing like it did before, because I don't really remember. It's all gonna be what it is. So Hermit 5000's ventilation system. You need a really good fan for these vaults, clearly. Let's see, why do we need it? We don't just keep cash in our bank's vaults, you see. We store expensive jewelry and works of art for our customers, too. Things like that can be ruined by even the slightest variations in temperature or humidity. The Hermit 5000 isn't just as strong as an ox, it's as gentle as a lamb to the things inside it as well. Oh, I see. Yes, rather like the air conditioning that's used in museums and art galleries, of course. That's the idea, lad, yes. Although I have to confess, the fan's been on the blink a bit recently, so we've had to turn it off. Obviously, that doesn't affect the security of the vault in any way, though. I don't believe you. I see. So the air inside the vault is managed using the large fan which is connected to the ventilation system. That's a clue! Got our money clue. Third of the way through. Alright, let's check out some of these other ones. What else? We got some gold bricks. Look, miss, gold bullion bars. Never knew. I've seen that word so often in like Fire Emblem. I don't know how it's pronounced. Bullion? Gold bars. Yes, that's what I'd expect to see inside a large bank's vault, really. What is it? Have you spotted something, Cat? How long has this bullion been in the vault, Inspector? Do you know? They told me it's been sitting here for about a month now. In other words, the thief or thieves who stole the 100 million pounds would have also seen this gold, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's true. But Miss Teller informs me that every bar is accounted for. No gold was taken. Why, though? What thief wouldn't be dazzled by all these gold bars? I mean, gold is heavy and takes up more space, but I feel like pound for pound is worth more than cash, so I don't know. Yeah, that is a bit odd, come to mention it. I'd have had it away, no mistake. I mean, not that the thefts ever crossed my mind, ever. I was just speaking hypothetically. I think you'd struggle to make off with much of this gold, Inspector. It's extremely heavy. It's not something you'd want to be trying to move in a hurry. Yeah, that makes sense. It would have slowed whoever was down too much. So you think that's why the gold was left untouched and only the readies got taken, do you? The readies. It's only a theory, but yes, we won't know for sure until we've investigated more thoroughly. Really? The gold's not a clue? I guess not. Oh, a puzzle. There's a puzzle in the vault. Let's see what kind of puzzle it is. First puzzle back. Number lineup. There are some pieces of paper hanging up with numbers on, and one of them is missing. Which number do you think is written on the missing piece of paper? 910111 blank 13. 91. I mean, I'm assuming there's some sort of pattern to it. 9013. 901111. There's different colors of paper. 9, the 0, the 1, and I guess the 3. Or the 9 and the 3 are similar. The 0 and the 1 are similar in terms of those yellows. There are 3 ones on 3 green pieces of paper, and there's a red 1 on the 1 piece of paper. We have some hanging up, some hanging down. Is it a math problem? Looks like they're only asking for 1 digit. So 9 plus 1 is 10, which just comes out as a 0, 1. And then 1, 1. I don't know. If she's holding the piece of paper, it looks like it'd be red. Does that matter? I don't know. Let's guess a 1, because I'm not really sure. And there's a lot of ones.
This should do it, I think.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be a 1.
Not good, Catriel, not good.
I know, Catriel. Calm down. It's been a while. Which number do you think is written on the missing piece of paper? It's just, there's like no variation. I'm sure once I know it, I'll be like, oh, of course. So I thought maybe it was one of those ones where it's like, you know, this is number 1, and then the next page is 1 1 because you have 1 1, and then so the next one is 2 1 because you have 2 1s, and you know it's verbally how you're patterning them based on the numbers on each thing. But usually that also goes vertically. There's not really gaps in this one. Like there's a gap between the red one and the green one. I don't know if that means anything. Like it's supposed to be 9101 and then 11 blank 13. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I mean there's 9 total numbers. I mean there's 5 1s. Gonna be a 5? I don't know. I don't know what the 3 is supposed to be. 3 greens, 1 red.
This is an interesting one.
Nope.
That's
I
not
mean,
like me.
considering it's a single digit, obviously I could, you know, bottom out and then just guess at some point. Am I getting it? Like, I genuinely am curious, like, what the fuck is the pattern? Like, what am I missing? Is it something dumb? So it's just 9, 10, 11. Oh. I guess. Because you have 9, and then the next 2 are 10, the next 2 are 11, the next 2 are 12, the next 2 are 13. That's a weird one, assuming this is the right answer.
This is an interesting one. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Like, I get it once you see it. Okay, they weren't, calm down puzzle thing. They were not separated in that way. If they were, obviously it would have been a lot easier, but that's not what it looked like. You had 1 gap, yeah, whatever. The colors threw me off. Obviously the 1-9 and then a bunch of ones threw me off. But it's fine. Gotta warm it up. Get back into the groove of the puzzles, you know? This. Inspector Hastings, were these pallets positioned like this when the vault was discovered open this morning? Absolutely. Apart from taking the unconscious Mr. Shinplasters away in an ambulance, the scene's exactly as it was found. Apparently, the missing money was stacked up on these pallets here. The banknotes weren't inside a case or box or anything then? Nope, not according to Miss Teller's statement anyway. All those notes would have been rather heavy, wouldn't they? One person alone couldn't have taken them all, surely. Perhaps we're looking for a group of robbers. That's a fair point, Sunshine. Bank heists are often carried out by more than one person. There's a good chance you're right. This... Oh, golly, is the chalk outline of Shinplasters, the branch manager? Yep, this is where he was found this morning. It looks like he hit his head when he fell to the floor and knocked himself out. That was a lot of short little So they took him off in an ambulance, like I said. I had the lads out where he was found, just in case it turns out to be important. It rather makes it look like a murder scene, doesn't it? Ooh. Luckily, I don't think there's any chance of that. They say his injuries aren't life-threatening. But he hasn't regained consciousness yet, has he? Nope. The bloke's been away with the fairies ever since he was discovered. Which is a right pain in terms of my investigation. If we could just ask him what he saw, we'd be in a much better position. That is generally how witnesses work. What's this? Oh, just a coin. You. Oh, hello, DC Booker. So you're working on this case, are you? Could you tell us what you found out, Constable? Of course. Well, I've interviewed a number of key people and, Ah yes, here it is. Apparently there were works of art and very expensive pieces of jewelry in the vault here as well as gold. However, the thief or thieves only took banknotes to the value of, 100 million sterling. So everything else was untouched. It is peculiar that... Perhaps whoever it was just couldn't be bothered to go through all the drawers. There are a lot of them. Don't assume the criminal was as bone idle as you, Cat. Perhaps it was just a matter of not having enough time to take anything other than the banknotes? Pinstripes could have a point there, though. Well, according to what it says here, works of art and things can be hard to sell on without leaving a trail, you see. Yes, that could be why only the cash was taken. Apart from that, it just says here that I need to carry on investigating inside the vault. It says that? Like you wrote a little note for yourself? I think we've seen enough in here for now. Oh, Miss Layton, have you worked out who did it already? No, I couldn't say just yet. We need to do a little more investigative work first. Well, I'm afraid I've got a few business matters to see to, so I'll have to leave you to it, if that's all right. Absolutely. You can leave this in our hands, Mr. Sloanes. Thank you, Miss Layton, and good luck. Right then. Ta-ta for now. With this bank 100 million down, I'd say he's got more than a few business matters to attend to. So then, Kat, as a result of our investigation so far, here's my theory on what must have happened. You have a theory, Inspector. Wow, Catriel, gotta be so rude to everyone. What do you look so surprised for? I'm a detective inspector, Kat. What I reckon is, the thief or thieves must have snuck into the bank sometime last night. Then he or she or they waited for the branch manager to come in the morning when he or she or they forced him to enter the security code. Now, he or she or they only nicked the cash because it was the first thing he or she or they saw. And he or she or they didn't bother with the gold because it would have slowed him or them down too much during the getaway. In the end, he or she or they bossed Shinplasters over the head and made a run for it. Well, what you reckon? I think I've nailed it. He or she or they could have done that, but is that really what happened, I wonder? What, you think I'm wide of the mark, do you? Well, the security guard was in the foyer from the close of business yesterday, right through until this morning. but he claims there was nothing unusual in all that time, doesn't he? Well, yeah, but not to mention the fact that immediately after the incident this morning, he says he didn't see anyone other than Mr. Shinplasters. So apart from being long-winded, your theory also fails to explain how he or she or they got in and got out of the bank unnoticed. I suppose you've got a point there. Back to the drawing board, then. What a shame. The bank will be in terrible trouble if we don't solve this soon. A theft of 100 million pounds is going to be headline news all over the capital. Well, that's why this is also hush-hush. The press can't get hold of it. So you mean this incident hasn't been made public yet? No, and Miss Stella's been pretty nosy about it, making sure we understand that's how it is. That's how it has to stay. It's bad news for the bank, this. I'll say, if it's not dealt with in the proper way, it could mean they have to close down even. So like I said before, mum's the word, got it? But as an officer of the law, I'm only at liberty to keep this from the public for 24 hours, so we've got to find the dough before the end of the day. Just make sure you don't go telling your neighbors about this or anything, alright? As if I say a wolf to anyone. That reminds me, I think we need to ask Miss Teller a few more questions. She had to dash off before, didn't she? Well, she said she'd be in her office if we needed her. Alright then, shall we head up there now? You go ahead. I'm gonna stay here and push on with the investigation of the crime scene. Whooshing! Bank robber, more! Halfway through. This might be a short one, I don't know. Alright, let's... The wrong button. See... Nope. Manager's office. Let's go see what Miss Teller has to say about everything. Excuse the intrusion, but... Oh, Mr. Sloanes is in here too. Looks like he's deep in conversation with Miss Teller at the moment. Let me make one thing perfectly clear, Bianca. You're the general manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank, so you have to take responsibility when problems like this arise. If it gets out that we've lost 100 million quid, there will be a rush in the bank and all our customers will want to take their deposits away. And if that happens, we're finished. Am I getting through to you? Loud and clear, Mr. Sloanes. Alright then, good. I've got a lot of faith in you, though, Bianca. You'll weather this storm for us. The thing is... What? Nothing. Forget it. So where are you going now, Mrs. Sloanes? The ventilator on the Hermit's playing up. I've got to call a maintenance fella and get him to look at it. I see. Bianca, if you got something to say, spit it out, lass. No, really, it's on nothing. Alright then, if you're sure, I'll be off. Make sure you see to all Shinplasters. Such a weird fucking name. God, Shinplasters jobs as well, won't you? Yes, I will. Golly, they're in a real fix, aren't they? You've got to get the rotten mongrels that did this. Or mongrel. Ah, Miss Layton, I didn't see you there. How's the investigation coming along? Well, I think we'd just, like to have a word with Miss Teller again. Be my guest. Ta-ta for now, then. Oh, it's you. I thought you were supposed to be investigating the robbery for us. Yes, that's what we're doing. Well, I'm a very busy woman, so if there's something you need from me, could we keep it short, please? No, I'm gonna look around your room. Keep it short. Never keep it short. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna waste all of your time because I'm gonna solve a puzzle before I even talk to you. How's that for not wasting your time? So rude. Spaceship SOS. There's a spaceship that's out of fuel and is just drifting in space. You need to get all the nearby energy orbs to it in order to power up its engines again. You can move the orbs horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, either to fuse with other orbs or to refuel the spaceship. Get them all to the spaceship either in one huge fused orb delivery or several smaller ones you can't get around the asteroids. What? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. This is a weird one. Maybe let's take this one here. This one here. This one here. This one here. This one. No. I'm assuming I can only move them diagonally then, right? Like this one just won't move at all. Seemingly. Okay. So if these ones though go this, and this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here. Assuming I'm right, I think I got it. Nope, come on. Powered up. Blast off.
Perhaps. That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
Come on, Ernest. Be more confident in yourself. You did it. Is there anything else to waste our time about? Hit coin. Another hit coin. Flower. Vase. Oh, the fashion farthing's right. Safe. Oh, look at that cute little safe. Oh, we're the part from the vault we were looking at before, isn't it? Perhaps we should install a safe like that in the office, miss. Sadly, Ernest, I don't have anything valuable enough to put in a safe, or much money to speak of. And you've already got a safe place for all your documents. Pile that on your desk. You're interested in my safe now, are you? Well, obviously, it's tiny compared to the home at 5,000, but Mr. Sloane's had this one put in as well. So it was made by his company as well? Yes, although I don't know much about his business affairs outside of the bank. Apparently he markets these little safes as being as tough as the bank's vault. Your boss is a very shrewd businessman, obviously. Mr. Sloane's is the perfect example of a manager as far as I'm concerned. Until now, he's mainly focused on the financial sector. But I think he's intended to branch out into other areas from now on. Gosh, he really is a very impressive man. Yes, it's quite extraordinary that in just 10 years, the Layman's Reserve Bank has opened branches all over the country. Your phone. Nope. Your paper. These papers here. It's private bank business, thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry, it becomes a habit, you see, when you're a detective. You do seem to have an awful lot of documents there, though, Miss Teller. What, these? They're all insurance documents, not that it's anything to do with you. Didn't realize the Layman's Reserve Bank offered insurance as well. Is that a new line of business you're pursuing? No, this isn't insurance for our customers, this is our own insurance. The bank takes out insurance against unforeseen mishaps and the like. If there was a fire or some other unforeseen disaster, we'd get a payout to cover any losses. Well, this is certainly an unforeseen disaster, isn't it? A bank robbery on this scale? Yes, that's true. It just goes to show you never know what's around the corner. So the bank is insured. She's catch you doing it. She's putting it all together. That one. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. That's one finish in no time at this rate. Let's just talk to her, I guess. So, you want to ask me something? Yes, that's right. I understand that the disappearance of the money from the vault hasn't been made public yet. Obviously, the bank doesn't intend to keep something like this a secret forever. But there could be repercussions far beyond the layman's reserve bank itself. What do you mean? I mean that the disappearance of £100 million is likely to cause widespread financial uncertainty. And not just in London, all over the country, people will panic. That's why I've asked Inspector Hastings to keep this matter quiet until we've sorted it out as best we can. When the time is right, we'll issue a press release and the bank will take full responsibility for any areas where its handling of the situation has been less than perfect. I see. Thank you. That explains it. Gosh, miss, I know it was serious, but I didn't realize it was this serious. We have to find that missing money. Well, I think we've got the information we needed now. Thank you, Miss Teller. I don't see what any of that had to do with the robbery. What a waste of time. Don't worry, I assure you we'll track down the missing money. Well, I'm not holding out much hope. Oh, don't you think I'm up to the task? What? Oh, no, I didn't mean that. It doesn't matter. Once all this is blown over, I expect I'll be saying goodbye to my role as general manager in any case. But that's not fair. I mean, it's not your fault, is it, Miss Teller? It's the fault of whoever stole the money. Even so, the buck stops with me. I have to take responsibility for the bank's problems. And I don't imagine, well, I can't see you catching the criminals in this case. Oh, don't worry, Miss Teller. Miss Layton has never been stumped by mystery yet. I've no doubt she'll figure out who did this. Never been stumped. Well, I suppose I should be reassured. So ominous. To the foyer. Did you find out anything useful talking to Bianca then? Yes, she was very helpful, thank you. Although I don't think she believed that what I was asking her to be relevant to the case. Not relevant? What on earth were you wasting your time for then? Oh no, it's not a waste of time. Sometimes what seems irrelevant at first can later turn out to be a crucial piece of information. So really, any topic of conversation at all could be considered vital to the case. Yes, well, I suppose I can relate to that. It's the same in business. Oh, really? Talking to your business partners face to face is the only way you can get to know them. And them, you. They say that most new business starts from any informal chat. So I fully understand how important it is to talk with folk. It's just a shame, well, I'm not the greatest conversationalist myself. No, I can see that. Miss, perhaps you shouldn't be quite so brutally honest. Come to think of it, I haven't had a good chat with Bianca for a while. Not a proper one, anyway. We used to have some quite involved conversations about businesses and the like. Oh, I didn't realize you and she had that kind of relationship. She's a cracking businesswoman, is Bianca. Always seeking perfection. I've had no qualms leaving the running of the bank in her hands all these years. Anyway, I think I've done enough gassing, don't you? There's something about you, Miss Layton. I just find myself telling you stuff. I suppose that's the detective in you, eh? I suppose it is. Well, anyway, back to the matter at hand. What's your next move with the investigation? Yes, I was thinking I'd like to have a look around outside the bank. Outside? Is that relevant? You like to keep people guessing, don't you, lass? Well, I'm looking forward to hearing your take on this whole affair once you finish your investigations. Outside we go! Where we'll stop, nobody knows. Let's see what's outside. What are you sniffing around here outside for, cat? The robbery happened inside the bank. That's true, Cheryl, but other than the missing 100 million in notes, we haven't found a single trace of criminal activity inside. So I was wondering if we might have better luck out here, asking people if they noticed anything unusual last night or this morning. Yes, perhaps someone might have even seen the culprit. Let's start asking people. That's odd. What is it? Look at that. The banner hanging down from the bank building up there. There's something not right about it. Wow, touchy. No, I mean there's something strange about it. I just can't put my finger on it. Alright then, we can investigate the banner at the same time as asking people out here if they notice anything. Let's do it. Let's see. I guess let's talk to these people again. Man, I was busy cooking up his next that EVL film. I think you can't keep that old fool down. Cool. I mean, I already talked to you people. Do you have anything new to say? Wow, who are you and who says I'm looking for something anyway? Well, you did just now. You were saying how you'd found a few in the gutter before. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. You're hearing things. You want to get your ears cleaned out. Shady. Definitely shady. Okay, that was a clue. Nope. No, just one of those. I wasn't sure because I talked to them before, and obviously I talked to Tori, and he didn't have anything new. Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you'd noticed anything strange around here. Say, last night or this morning. Sorry, what? I don't know really. This is a so-called business district. Open bracket. Boring, close bracket. After hours, everyone goes home and it's pretty deserted. If anything had happened here last night or early this morning, I doubt anyone would have been here to see it. Oh, I see. Right, there goes that idea. Alright. I guess the banner? Is there a way to investigate the banner? Is there something else of note? There's a banner missing. Aha! I've got it! I know what's right about that banner. It's left. In other words, there's one on the other side, so it looks unbalanced. Unbalanced? Yes, I suppose it does, miss. You would expect to see one hanging down on the other side of the bank entrance as well. Barclays would never have only one banner. I don't suppose it could have anything to do with the robbery. I wonder if it could possibly be connected. Do you see what I see? That young man over there, you mean? Yeah, he's been loitering around here looking dodgy for a while now. He's hightailing it. He went that way, towards the river. I knew he was suspicious from the beginning. Sure, Cat, it was all you. Nothing to do with the old Sherl O.C. Combs here. He was clearly behaving strangely ever since we first spotted him. Well, I thought so anyway. Thank you, Ernest. Anyways, after him, boys. The case is hotting up. I think we might have just found the lead we've been looking for. Alright, well, we will chase him down next time. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Only got a couple more clues left to find, and then we will have ourselves a bank robber in custody. Or based on the rest of this game, misunderstanding or something. I don't know. None of these cases seem to have very extreme consequences or penalties. And most of them have been like, oh, it's okay, you're fine, just a little, you know, you're just joking, nothing serious, no harm was done. 100 million pounds being stolen sounds serious, but I wouldn't be surprised if somehow it ends up the same way. So come back next time as we solve the last couple clues. So until then, I'll see everyone in the next one. Goodbye.